Hey, James Watson here. And first and foremost, I want to thank all of my Patriots and thank you guys so much for sharing my videos and liking my videos. Because the truth is, more the word gets out there and the more the truth gets out there, the more hope we can instill in the hearts and minds of our fellow Patriots. And hope is such a powerful thing. And letting them know that there's brothers and sisters that are willing to stand by them as Patriots, for them, for the country as well. Now, people ask me what I would do if I was president, or why don't I run for president or whatnot. And I'll put it to you this way. If I was president, I could decrease mortality 20%. I don't want to tip my hand too much here and say too much, but I could decrease mortality by at least 20%. And what I mean by that is overdoses, addictions, and whatnot. I could take care of that, as well as, pharmaceutical related deaths and whatnot. I promise you I could decrease that 20%. I could decrease immigration by a minimum of 60%. I promise you. People illegally coming into this country, I could decrease it 60 to 80%. I promise you. No doubt in my mind. I would also not accept any more Islamists into the country. I would also go through a very stringent application process as far as entering the country is concerned. Now, we haven't had any problems from people from Eastern India, and as long as they're not Islamic, they'd be fine. We haven't had any problems with people from Asia, ever, have we? I mean, seriously, they hardly ever cause problems with the exception of a few gangs. Yeah, so many other people would definitely be welcome here, but there'd be so many people that would go through a stringent application process just because I would want to make sure that the only people coming in this country mean the best for it and love us just for who we are. Now, I could also decrease crime 50%. Now, this is where Trump and Cruz and nobody else can think like me. I've been on the opposite side of the fence. I've been down hard roads and whatnot, and I know what it takes to decrease crimes. I know the incentives that need to be brought to the table that could potentially decrease these crimes. I know for a fact I could decrease crime by 50%. Everything from murders to stealing to definitely sex offenses. I promise you I could cut that back over 70%. I give you my word I could do that. To the ladies, to the children, I could protect the women and children of this country much better than the rest of the people that have been before me, and better than anybody you're looking at now. I guarantee Trump and Cruz aren't going to come with the ideas that I'm going to come with when it comes to sex offenses that I could definitely take care of. Now, I could definitely bring better health care. I would rescind Obamacare because it's just garbage. I would also rescind the unconstitutional laws. I stand first and foremost for the Constitution. If people want to say, oh, you're overstepping your boundaries, well, then I'll overstep my boundaries, but I'll overstep my boundaries in light of the country, and I'll do it for the right reasons. If I was to overstep my boundaries to protect a child, but it was legal, I would do it and say, to hell with you if you think I'm overstepping my boundaries. I'm here to protect them. Now, I'm here to do some things that are right. And so I think rescinding unconstitutional laws is the right thing to do because it's unconstitutional. End of story. I would straighten Islam and ISIS out. They think that they're tough and whatnot. I would stomp a hole in their tail so far, so deep, they wouldn't know what to do. I'd tell them, you know what, you give me even the slightest bit of flack, I'll wipe the Mecca out with an atomic bomb and anything within a 5,000-mile radius, buddy. You better act right. I swear I'll end you. I would definitely have a lot of people investigating the sex trade and cyber crimes as far as sex goes too as well. That's what needs to be done. And I would definitely stop bailing out certain companies that shouldn't be bailed out for certain, looking out for certain people's interests. Because I'm not here to lobby and look out for the interests of anybody but the American people. Because I love you guys and I'm a patriot and that's what I stand for. I want you guys to push these videos and get me exposed because I need to be on MSNBC, CBS, and ABC and whatnot, and 60 Minutes. I need to be exposed because you know what? If I was to run for president or I was to become president, I would definitely bring Trump in for the economy because that's one place I think he could excel. And I would definitely bring the most specialized people for certain positions to help me with certain things. But as far as crime goes, nobody can think better on certain topics. You use a snake to catch a snake or whatever analogy you want to utilize as far as that's concerned. I would bring in Cruz as well. I would bring in as many people that were uncorruptible, that were American patriots just like me. You want to surround yourself with people like that. You don't want to go in there and be the only one. I would go in there and flip Congress on their head and put term limits on them. I would have Obama and Hillary arrested. I would definitely do all the right things, and I would bring in as many uncorruptible, true blue patriots as I could into the White House. I'd bring in intelligent military personnel that needed jobs. I give you my word, I would house the homeless veterans. I promise you, I would find a way to get all of them housed. Promise, guaranteed, locked in. You push my videos, and I guarantee that if it gets far enough and big enough, if Trump and Cruz don't put me in the White House, then they don't want people like them in there, and they don't want people with good ideas, and they don't want people that are true patriots in there, and it's all just an agenda and just a lobbying, little show, dog and pony show. Because I guarantee if I get in there, I'm going to bring them in because I want people who are patriots. This isn't a game to me. This isn't a show to me. This isn't fun to me. This is real life. This is, hey, my country or potential civil war. And the last thing I want is a civil war. I don't want any more murders. I don't want any more cops killed, and I want any more civilians killed. That's why stuff like, body cams and cracking down on the police stations would definitely be smart, because if you keep them in body cams, it protects them from, lawsuits and protects them from brutality cases. But it also protects the citizens from this type of brutality that really is happening. It's a very intelligent idea. And I would definitely cut back on certain federal jobs because there's too much money and expenditures going to expanding more and more and more and more and more for the Fed. That's enough, man. I would like to make it to where once we decrease and come back out of debt, I can make it to where taxes aren't near as necessary. I want to make it to where we can all get down to paying a minute tax, and do everything that we can to bring more balance to this economy. I could promise you that. I could decrease the immigration, decrease the mortality. I could decrease violent crimes. I could decrease the sex crimes. I give you my word. And I could house the vets. I give you my word. I promise you. And I would definitely peel ISIS wig back. I just ask you to push my videos, please. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you for everything. Thanks to my patriots. Thank all the women and men out there. Thank you for the people that serve. Thank you to the police. Thank you to the people out there that love this country, that truly stand for this country. I salute you. Thank you. James Watson here.